Chairperson, Shri Nakro, and my honorable colleagues, ministers and advisors, our respected guests and staffs, Mr. Abu, Mr. T. John Longkamar, and Dr. Riprezo, the presidents of Sports Association, of Shooting Sports Association, Motorsports Association, and Archery Associations. Our respected Chairman, Sovima village, and leaders from neighboring villages, friends from the media, our distinguished guests on the dais and off dais, our young sports persons who are here this evening to exhibit sports, futsal for us, media friends and ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, I am delighted to be with you this evening to have just inaugurated the Regional Center for Sporting Excellence in this location, Sovima, and I am humbled how we have come thus far. We had a vision, we had a dream for our people, particularly our youth. And when I took over as Chief Minister in 2003, in 2003 and 2004, we declared the Year of the Youth to promote sports, music and arts. That is a long time back. And when the cricket stadium foundation was laid by Mr. Power, the then Agriculture Minister, in this location, it was still a dream. Though we have a very far and good vision, we did not know that we could reach this position today. It is possible by the grace of God and my colleagues in the government, the Youth Resources and Sports Department, and the dedicated sports personnel, the expertise in sports disciplines. So I'm extremely delighted that we could inaugurate these 4 disciplines into this Regional Center for Sporting Excellence. I want to give you a little background. We got statehood in 1963. But when we took over and declared a Year of the Youth to promote sports, music and arts, when we were struggling, we realized that the Nagaland state was not affiliated to the Indian Olympic Association. And we struggled. And somehow, after statehood, 41 years, we got affiliated with Indian Olympic Association. And that's how we were not participating in the national games. and therefore there was no medal for us. Only in 2007 we participated. And the first year we got 11 medals, gold, silver and bronze. That encouraged us. But Nagas, we have so many problems. Naga political issue, the insurgency and the divisions, no unity. And that's how the talent, the potential our youth could not be given the importance or focused. And that's how when you don't get an opportunity and the right platform, they cannot excel. Anyway, for Nagas, we are known for our physical fitness and love for sports. Time immemorial, Nagas were physically fit, and we have traditional games, athletics, but wrestling, and so many indigenous games. We love singing. We compose poems, and we expressed our feelings, our character in songs and dances. So, in today's modern world, that indigenous method of competition is gone. Now, to compete in these extremely competitive games, you have to learn the formula, the method, and scientific approach to the games. And that's how you have to create facilities, give opportunities with coaching camps, and then our youth can be promoted. Today's game is no more of leisure or hobby. It's a game of competition. And when a person is conscious of game and sports, he needs to remain healthy, fit, physically fit, mentally sound, and emotional health, and a sense of empowerment personally. Only then he can compete. That's how sports persons have to be disciplined, have to have the commitment and the determination to excel. So, I hope with these few facilities created, you will take full opportunity, exploit the opportunities. Government is with you. We want to promote our sports. We want to host national games now that we are affiliated with Indian Olympic Association. Our neighbor, Assam, Manipur, and this year, Meghalaya is going to host national games. We want to, but to host that regional or national games, whether our youths, we have the medal prospect. If you don't have medal prospect, you cannot host. If the host state become nil medal, it will bring shame to the state. And therefore, it is a challenge to the youth, creating these facilities, not only in Dimapur, in Kohima. We are creating facilities in all over the district under Khelo India, and we are building infrastructures through our budget fundings, and therefore we will continue to be with you, and therefore take these opportunities, especially the sports disciplines of adventure sports and motor sports, archery, and then shooting, and these facilities of futsal. Please utilize this with dedication and produce those talented, those raw materials. Please exploit so that they will bring name to themselves, to the community, and to the country. So with this hope in mind, my best wishes to the sports personnels of the state, and particularly to the disciplines of cricket and the other facilities which we had inaugurated today. Thank you and God bless. My bottom line remark is my village Sovima. Thank you for your cooperation and continued support in the days to come. My Department of Youth Resources and Sports, don't lose heart, continue to work together so that we'll bring laurels to our state. Thank you and God bless.
Thank you. Good evening. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Honorable CM Mr. Rio and the Government of Nagaland, and especially Sports Department for creating such a wonderful excellence for sports in this area. In fact, I think this is the first kind of a thing in entire Northeast. You know, it's important that any government has to invest in youth. And when you invest in youth, I think sports is the best medium to uplift and bring the youth into a system where it benefits everyone. You know, Nagaland, I think over the years, not over the years, but it's got a great legacy in sports, and especially in football, because everybody is aware that our first captain of Indian football team was Dr. T.R. And I'm sure the talent what we have here in Nagaland can always be achieved in football and different other sports as well. And when we speak of Nagaland and Northeast, I think entire people in the country recognize us as a sporting belt, sporting region. So the amount of sports person that's come out of Northeast and gone on to represent India is in good numbers. In fact, we've got recently the medal winners in Olympics are also from Northeast, they were women. But when we come to sports in India, I think everywhere across entire India, the only thing is we need to really change the mentality of being more sporty. And when we look at sports in India, I think people tend to always calculate it as kya fayda hai, future kya hai. It's not only about earning money, making big, it's also about living healthy. And if you look at some of the greatest footballers that come up in the world today, from Messi to Pele, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, all players have come from South America, where infrastructure facilities are very, very challenging. But the environment and the culture for sports and football is so big that everywhere they go, every people are involved, they encourage kids and any community to play sports. And that is where I think we need to change our mentality to being more sporting as a country as a whole. And I think now our Northeast has been one of the biggest examples to really promote sports in India. So sometimes, you know, you always see that people are complaining, ye nahi, wo nahi, but it's very important that we need to change ourselves. We need to encourage our kids, ourselves to be fit, more sporty. Yes, obviously, if you can go on to play for country and make a name for yourself and for the country is great. But apart from that, I think just staying healthy, getting the youth into right sporting channels and using their energy is what I think is very, very important. So I think for India to grow, yes, sporting infrastructure is very, very important, as what we've seen here today. But at the same time, the interest from people, individual, to play sports, to encourage their children to play sport is very, very important. And unless we don't create that environment, we don't create that culture for sports, we'll always be, behind some of the top countries which are great in sports. So I think it's important that we don't really look at kya milega, kya benefit hai, to just go and start playing and make sure we encourage everyone. So I'm sure, as Abu just said, this futsal is a wonderful facilities you've created. And from tomorrow, I expect the futsal arenas to be filled with every age group people to play. And this is one of the fastest growing sports in the world, futsal. And in fact, what Abu said 2-3 decades ago, Spain created a lot of futsal arenas when Spain was not as powerful in football as what they are today. And with creating a futsal, the entire system, the style of play of Spain completely changed into tiki-taka football. So I hope these facilities are mostly and well used by all the sports lovers in the state. And I would like to congratulate again and thank you so much, Sports Department, especially my friend Abu, for inviting me. So thank you and good luck.